Yabo!
Now, the very first story I am looking at today is coming from my oward3news.com, the most authentic source of news online. It says, and I read, Alan sets to resign from NPP for second time. And I read, immediate past Minister for Trade and Industry Alan Kyerematen is set to resign from the New Patriotic Party, NPP, for the second time in his political career. 3news.com has gathered. Now, the two-time member of trade under the governments of John Agyekum Kufuor and until recently Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was one of 10 people who contested last month's NPP Superdelegates Conference, which reduced the number of people in the NPP flag bearership contest from 10 to 5. After placing a disappointing third in the election, behind Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Kennedy Agyapong, Mr. Kyerematen announced his withdrawal from the race ahead of the main election in November, citing intimidation of his supporters and unfair treatment to one of his agents, precisely in the Northeast region. Sources close to the former NPP flag bearer hopeful say he is set to announce his second resignation from the party at a scheduled press conference on Monday, September 25. That is today. Now, the sources also revealed that Alan Kyerematen will announce his decision to contest the 2024 presidential election as an independent candidate to pay back the NPP for humiliating Alan in last month's presidential, in fact, special delegate. Now, hear me now, brethren. Alan Kyerematen is the person whose photograph you see right there. That's what it is. And from what we are reading, it looks like he's tired of his own party and he wants to step out for the second time. Now, this is not the first time Alan Kyerematen is taking a dash away from his party. According to this report, he's done it before and he's going to do it again. Now, this is what I will say, and it's going to be very simple. Alan Kyerematen is a coward. No two ways about that. I have ceased to like Alan Kyerematen from the time that he sat and watched Nana Akufo-Addo plunder and destroy this nation. And in the name of a minister of state, he watched him under his very nose, smelling thievery and corruption, yet he did nothing out of cowardice. He watched the man pass the so-called e-levy, even though from sources close to him, he didn't like the idea of the e-levy. He couldn't stand out and say that, yo, listen, this is my government, and I will support my government in almost everything my government does. But this e-levy thing, I do not support it. He sat down and watched. E-levy was passed. He sat down and watched. We went all the way to the IMF begging for loans when we were told by this same government office that after passing the e-levy, there was no way this government will go to the IMF begging for loans. All these cowards were not strong enough to come out and denounce and renounce their parties because they were protecting their political affiliations and protecting their food. My brother, my sister, they betrayed the people of this nation. A coward like this, if in your own party you couldn't win anything substantial, which right-thinking Ghanaian is going to vote for you when you go independent? This guy is a big joker. These are people who make promises and never, ever fulfill them. Oh, yes, there was intimidation. But you knew very well that your party is full of intimidation and bloodiness. We all saw in the last election how 7 people or so were gunned down. None of you ever pushed for an investigation. None of you. My brother, my sister, I have no tears for Alan Kyerematen. In fact, whatever Alan Kyerematen wants to do with his life is unto him. Whoever wants to support him is unto you. But I will not support a coward like Alan Kyerematen. I will never ever support anyone who has let down the nation so heavily. How different is this man from Nana Akufo-Addo? If Nana Akufo-Addo was able to bulldoze his way through all these people's thoughts, he was able to keep them muffled. He was able to keep their feelings all numbed. My brother, my sister, how on earth can I believe that this man is not to run this country? To Alan Chermatin, I said, Damrifa, your political career is ended. Go back and come in the next life. And when you come, learn to be your old man. When you come, learn to be able to stand strong and be able to defend the people and not your dirty political party. For all I know and for all I care, Alan Chermatin doesn't exist in Ghanaian politics anymore.